Leo, welcome to your Astroflower reading going from the 24th to the 30th of July. Happy birthday to all of you Leos who are having your birthday this week. Did you feel the energy change on Thursday the 20th? I did a video on that, on how the sun is affecting the earth and the vibrations of the earth and how it is affecting your readings as well, because I've been seeing that game changer energy coming through when I even did the July readings. And also I did a special reading called the Game Changer Energy. So yeah, you may want to see how that is affecting your readings as well going forward. But anyway, thank you very much for being here. I hope you have a lovely reading. Overall energy here. Yeah, but so for some of you that are having your birthday this week, it's the implication or applying the plan going forward. For those of you who've still got your birthday coming up, it's working through the plans for the future. You have the world at your disposal. It is in your hand. The world is your oyster. The overall energy here is helping you to get that clear vision about what you want to be doing. Is traveling on the cards for you? It is realizing that you've done a lot already to get to where you are, and a new cycle is coming through this new year for you. With the on your karmic path and your relationships, you get the Four of Pentacles. Holding on too tightly to the past? Quite be possible. Being a little bit too rigid? That is very possible as well. Or being wise of how you spend your emotions and your energies and your love in the relationships that are around you. I think it's more a case of that, of being wise now of what you want to accomplish in the future, of not investing in things that are just going to drain you, basically. I think that's what that is more than anything else. It's supposed to be a card of, a bit of a miser card, but I don't think it doesn't feel like that. I feel much more in a way that it's you being very intelligent of how you put your emotions into your relationships at the moment. Let's just see what the universe is bringing to you. Ace of Wands. Yeah, out with the old and in with the new. This is to do with your birthday season as well. Going from the past year into the new year. And the universe is bringing it in with passions. I think this has to do with that game changer energy that I was talking about that came through from the sun. The universe is trying to sort of like infuse your relationships with passion in your life. And I think this is why, you will be incredibly passionate about it if you really do be wise about how you invest your energy or your love or your emotions into the situations that are around you at the moment. I think that's really important. And I think this is not quite here. The universe here is bringing it into you, out with the old and in with the new. And I think that's brewing up inside you. I think you're realizing your call to mission, a bit like the Knight of Swords or, Knight of Wands in a way. That sort of thing that's coming up through you at the moment, a real call to mission. Yeah, in your past, you get the Nine of Swords. I think it's letting go. And I think this is why you might have a little bit of caution in you. You might have had people in the past year that have been detrimental to you in regards to relationships and caused you a lot of angst and created a repetitive scenario which has created problems for you as you go forward. I think that's in the past though, and I think you should have learned a lot from that. And this is what that autumn period is, the 3 months before your birthday. That's what you put into context, so you start realizing what worked for you and what didn't, what was good and what wasn't, and then you can start building on what you want in the future according to what is good and what is bad for you and what works and what doesn't work for you. In your future self, this is what you're moving away from, the Nine of Swords, and this is what you're moving towards. This is your future. Happiness after difficulty. And that difficulty. I think it's really in the past. And I think you've understand that. And I think that's what the Four of Pentacles is all about. It's sort of saying to you, you know, I'm not going to waste my time, effort, emotions on people and situations that are just, you know, there to bring you down. And I want to go on to being happy. I want to be happy in life, and I'm just going to live my happiness. And the moment you do, you start creating a lot of happiness for other people. But essentially, happiness, it starts at home, starts with you. In your future, you get the Queen of Pentacles, which is building into out of this this new start, out with the old and in with the new, and the way in which you treat a different an old situation that was around you is going to build a lot of confidence within you, a lot of assurance. You know where you're going, basically, and that's what that planning's all about. That Two of Wands there as well. The Queen of Pentacles, she sat at the tree of knowledge. She knows that that tree at some point will bear fruit. And this is that confidence that you're installing within you. You know you're going to be happy within the relationships because you're letting go of this difficult stuff of the past and you're no longer pandering to it. And this is where your karmic path is. You need to realize of how to wisely spend your emotions and your energies in regards to relationships around you. Let's see what's going on your financial sort of side. You get the Three of Swords. It's a real learning curve on your karmic missions at the moment. Three of Swords, difficult situations that may have caused you emotional pain, maybe emotional embarrassment of what I'm getting more than anything else. And I think this comes back to, and I did mention it in your readings over the past sort of like 2 or 3 weeks, maybe even a bit longer, about basically, yeah, you're very good at making money, Leo. Really, really good at making money. Very good worker, very good opportunities in a good sense of, you know, making the most of your situation and everything like that. But there is a degree where, you know, it's one thing to make money, it's keeping hold of it, which has been difficult. And I think you've got to learn about that in the past. So you're no longer emotionally embarrassed or affected by, you know, the idea that you can't keep hold of your resources. That's the sort of sensation I'm getting here. And it's a case of applying that within your life. Being emotionally detached in order to get the money, but being emotionally detached to in order to retain those sort of money. The devil is in the detail, and I think this is something you need to work out according to your career path, your business and your projects. The devil is in the detail, and that's when I'm sort of saying taking out your emotions in the situation, seeing clearly about what is being offered here, clearly about things that may not necessarily, that are too good to be true in a way. And I think the universe is warning you about this. Once you're emotionally detached from it, you will be able to see it very clearly, and you will avoid any financial difficulties going forward if you're very clear with yourself and you're emotionally attached from the situation. Your past, how is your past connecting to your future? The sun, you, happiness, joyful energy, that sharing of that joyful energy with everything and everyone that is around you in order to get the best out of life, achieving a lot, almost having like the light shined upon you as an example in a way. That's the sort of sensation I get from it. Your success of the past is you're riding on your success of your past. Now it's a case of converting it into a greater success of your future. Let's just see what is your future sort of thing. You've got the Two of Swords. There is a definite decision needs to be made. You've got the Two of Wands there as well. And now you've got the Two of Swords. It's very much like the Justice card. And it's like how the Justice is supposed to be blind. And, you know, the statue of Justice has the sword in one hand and the scales in the other. And I think this is a decision that you need to make, that if you're really honest with yourself, if you take the position of leader, which you're very good at doing, and and you know, you have that power within you to take that position of being that person who takes authority within the situation. If you take it in that sort of vein, I don't think there's any choice to be made here. I think it's pretty obvious, and I think it's a bit of a no-brainer. You could almost do this blindfolded by trusting yourself. It comes out of that happiness or that success of what you've had in the past. I'm getting sort of an opportunity that may not necessarily that needs a little bit more attention, I think, in order for you to decide whether you take that opportunity, like a job offer or a business contract or a project or something like that. There is a bit of, you know, the devil's in the detail here. This is why I get it here. And the devil's in the detail from the universe. So sort of saying, look, you've got this decision that you need to make. It has to be very clear and harmonious for you in order for you to take it with absolute confidence. Going forward. And I think the moment you do take that decision and step forward into your life, you are going to be considered by the people that are around you as the sort of you know, as the front runner within your career path, within your business, or within your projects that are around you. Let's just see what the overall outcome is for you. The star, same thing as the sun. The sun is a star. And I think you're choosing this. I think you're choosing your ultimate ambitions, your ultimate dreams and stuff like that. That's what you should be choosing. And as I say, I don't think it's I think it's obvious what you should be choosing. And once you do realise that, you're going to realise you've got the world in your hand. The world is your oyster. The possibilities that you could do, that you have, is phenomenal. It could be a case that some of you have to make a decision regarding to a job that may mean that you need to move regions, even countries, maybe even continents. And in order to do this, you need to be emotionally detached to any decisions that you're making about your future and financial future, so you can see absolutely clearly what those decisions mean for you, for your people that are around you, people that depend upon you, and so forth. And ultimately, yeah, I would follow your ambitions and head towards that. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much. We're going to be clarifying with the Light Seers card. Thank you very much, Leo, for all the support you give this channel, liking, subscribing, sharing, and all of that. It'd be absolutely brilliant. There is an email in the description below, because I will be giving workshops in the UK in September, October, and I also looking to give workshops in America in October, November, and also in Australia. If you would like to go on energy workshops or workshops concerning the Astroflower, send me an email and just tell me where you are in the world, and I will be able to convey any workshops that are vaguely within your area, or the closest workshops that I will be giving. Weekends, and I've been doing it for the last 20 years, and I've connected people to energy and their ultimate sort of connection to their lives, and helped them to explore their success in connection to energy for the last sort of 20 years, and I've helped hundreds of people in order to do that. It's been absolutely brilliant journey, and I'm now going to take it much further afield, as I say, into the United States and into Australia and etc. So yeah, send me an email and just tell me where where you are in the world. You don't have to give me your address, just tell me where you are roughly, yeah, and just also sort of say what sort of workshops you'd be interested in, anything to do with the Astroflower or to do with energy. And that could be with, that's to do with our connection to energy. It's also to do with our auras and chakras and stuff like that, where we can learn to see them and also feel them on other people. You know, dowels and feeling them with our hands. Absolutely brilliant. Anyway, yes, thank you very much. Let's just get on with the clarification here. So with the Two of Wands, you get the Ten of Pentacles. I think this is ultimately you're going for that star. You're going for that dream and aspirations, and you're going for that Ten of Cups, that happiness after difficulty. I don't think there's a real choice to be made. I think you just realise that you have enormous amounts of possibilities, and I would reach for the highest goal rather than being satisfied with safe decision. I think you should really go for it. You know, you got to be in it to win it in a way. You know, either go big or go home, as they say. Yeah, so I would really get into that. Let's just see what's going on with the Four of Pentacles. I think if you're very wise in how you give out your emotions and your energies, it gives you enormous amount of power, and then you can radiate that power to the relationships that bring forward, sort of respect and sort of a fair exchange with the people around you, and it's going to make you feel very vibrant, very strong, very empowered in a way in your emotionally speaking, if you're very wise with your emotions. With the Ace of Wands, you get this Six of Wands. You're always getting the Six of Wands somewhere, Leo. The only sign so far to get the Six of Wands. Yes, out with the old and in with the new, heading towards success, recognition from what you're doing. And I think it's because you've let go of some sort of difficulties in the past with that Nine of Swords, and the universe is bringing you in that recognition. With the Nine of Swords, you get the Four of Pentacles. Yes, I think it's the time to go through that portal, go through into a new dimension and leave anything painful in the past. This is going through your birthday season, moving on, moving forward, moving towards something that's really providing a lot for you, rather than actually being stuck in a circle that's just constantly causing you pain. And it is that difficulty that you've had to go through in order to go to your happiness, which is the Ten of Cups. Yeah, Five of Swords. Don't get involved in conflicts that are not worth winning. Leave them standing. Leave them in your dust as you head towards your happiness. It's, there's some people in the world that just want to argue, and you haven't got time for that. You've got, bigger fish to fry. You've got a lot more sort of like people to connect with within your life. And I would just walk away from anybody that's causing any sort of angst or complications or conflicts and stuff like that, because it will bring you success. And you get the Five of Wands. I think the Queen of Pentacles here, the confidence that it's going to install, that you're going towards your happiness, you're going towards your abundance within your life, you're going through that portal and leaving all that bad stuff behind. You've had to learn about how to be the best example of yourself, more than fight for what you want or have conflict in your life. I think this confidence comes out of you being the best example of who you can be as you go forward and shining your light. That's what you get with the Queen of Cups, shining your light for everyone to see. Let's just see what's going on with the Three of Swords, taking your emotions out of the situation. You get the Knight of Wands. Did I say the Knight of Wands earlier? I think I did, but I think I was talking about the relationship side. Anyway, on this side here, taking your emotions out of the situation and placing your passions in there, and following your passions in life, following your passions in regards to what you want as a career goal, or business achievements, or projects that you'd like to explore, getting really passionate about it and following it through to the end. With the Devil, you get the Lovers, being harmonious with who you are, being at one with who you are. The Devil is in the detail, and once you get that detail, then you can orientate yourself of being at one and a harmonious sort of like being at one with your greater spirit, as it were, in regards to your job and your business, and getting the rewards that that you deserve, basically. I'm just putting these my little pebbles out which is just because there's a wind picking up, it looks like there's a little bit of a storm brewing where we are at the moment, which is on a beautiful place. But yeah, it's the universe here is sort of like, if you deal with the details here, I think you're going to step into connecting with your higher self in regards to your career path, and all of a sudden you're going to feel really empowered about it all. So in the past you had the sun, your happiness, and I think is also riding on the success of your past, which is bringing light to you, is bringing forward this new cycle. The world, did we have the world elsewhere? No, we didn't. The world, the new cycle. So now you've got the sun, the star, and the world, all on your financial side. I think, as I say, riding on your success of the past, of actually exploring the avenue of taking it even further. I think this is what is good for you. And this is where a decision needs to be made. This could be about a new job or promotion within your company that you're working for, or contract for your business that you have, or a project that you so wish to do. Yeah, well, you've got the Knight of Wands, which is your karmic path, securing your path as you go forward. And with the Two of Swords, you get the Page of Wands. I would allow your passions to be the divining rod. The divining rod as for your decisions, basically. And allow you to understand that in order to make these decisions, you have to explore a little bit of your passions in order to get to your ultimate ambitions and your ultimate goals within your financial sort of side. Let's just see what's going on with that Star card. Because that's in your future. Let's just see what there is a connection to the happiness after difficulty. Two Ten of Cups now within your reading here, and I think this is ultimately where you're going. I think there's a difficult decision, emotionally difficult decision that needs to be made in regards to your financial side, your job, your business, and your projects. I think you should allow your passions to be your guiding light, as it were, or your guiding star. It's going to bring you onto a very harmonious situation in the future, and it's going to bring you into feeling really happy that you made that choice to go towards your ultimate ambitions in regards to your business and projects, basically, as you go forward. There you go, Leo. Thank you very much for being with us. I really do appreciate your support. For subscribing, liking, sharing, all of those sort of things that go along with it. Thank you very much for that. Don't forget about those links that I talked about in the description below. I will see you soon. In the meantime, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.